Welcome to the channel where machines might change, but friends stay the same, with new friends and guests added all the time. If you send it, I'll show it, but this channel is more than that. Trail info, know before you goes, how-tos, along with a test or fun experiment is all part of the mix. If that sounds like your idea of fun, hit the subscribe button to come along for a ride with us. The first Send It subscriber ride was definitely a spicy success for Pioneer Takeover 2025. We had good drivers, variety of machines, including Texas Tough Customs, Talon, and Pioneer builds, taking on two of the most legendary hardcore trails Ride Royal Blue has to offer, Widowmaker and Dragon's Back. Enjoy these videos. Hammer! The previous two spicy videos are going up Widowmaker and Dragon's Back, with some know before you go. Now the old saying is, what goes up must come down, and gravity will help, but you better pick the right line. Alright, so about to start going down Widowmaker. Weston, what do you think? You know it's hard when you struggle to walk it, and then you're going to drive it. Any of the machines shown in this video will have individual walkarounds at the end, with the exception of Texas Tough Customs, Pioneer, and Talon. They have their own individual videos in the description if you're curious about those. Now, just like coming up Widowmaker, going down Widowmaker, you have your own different options as far as line and choices depending on wheelbase and machine. And a lot of times if you can go up it, you can potentially come back down it as well. So if you want to watch the going up Widowmaker video, if you're debating this one wouldn't be a bad one to watch along with this one as far as some different ways as far as making it down through here. Now where these two machines are dropping down, that's the same way we took the CF Moto up. Now wheelbase wise, he had to have a little bit of a momentum roll and he got into a slight tip, nothing bad, momentum was his friend, but dropping into him, I didn't want to put him into that reverse scenario here. I think you should still kick out and come down right here. You ain't got enough wheelbase, potentially. I'd kick out as hard as you can and then square up right in here.
I can't see it.
All right, back up passenger. All right. Passenger, come forward. Passenger, it'll come on. And then you're just going to kind of turn and straddle as you go down.
I don't know that I can make it turn.
Yeah, you can. You got you got another 6 inches over here if you need it. Now on the flip side, longer wheelbase machines with poor turning radius would struggle to make it around this same spot. Weston, come over here, buddy.
Hey Austin, you gotta come back up here. Here we go. Can you go down the whole wet thing? No, I'm trying to find some level ground.
Now if you're in a short wheelbase like the CF Moto coming down a steep section like this, you got to tip forward, being in four-wheel drive and ready to hit the throttle is the correct course of action. His machine is fairly sporty in the clutch engagement. I didn't want to give him that scenario. He corrects it. The machine takes off and shoots off the side of Widowmaker. Oh dude, I don't care. I'm just picking those. You good? Just like you're doing. Now here's kind of another A or B, or maybe even a C option if you want to hit the little middle section. But you can drop off like Jared's about to do here and then hug the shelf line. You can drop off somewhere about where that rear tire is if you want to do a split option there, or you can keep on going down like she is. And there's some bigger rocks down there, so depending on your suspension or line choice, you could potentially get a little tippy or off camber down there. Another spot that the suspension made this look pretty easy. Let's see how the 4-seater Talon does next. Weston, stay back. If they roll, they're gonna roll towards you. Don't be in the path. Now that's the end of the rougher section of Widowmaker. I'm going to show a few clips going back to Pea Gravel Hill for those interested, and the Pioneer going through this section, and explain why I'm second guessing with preference for East Coast. Now, if you have a trail system you want to ride and it has a width restriction, of course, that's what you need to follow. I've typically been a fan of the 64-ish width, something I can get a little off camber, but misses a 3-foot gully washer in a tight spot. Now, this machine is wider than anything I'm used to riding with on the East Coast mountains. It may not miss the 3-foot gully, but suspension just handles it with ease. Hence my comment on this machine's build video. I want to nickname it Mail Truck because if it fits, it ships on the Send It Express. I'm still debating what East Coast machine to get next, and my fiance got spoiled riding in this Pioneer and wants me to get something that feels more confident and capable in the rough stuff like this.
Hey, Jared, did everybody get down with him and we're okay?
Yes, sir. We're doing just fine.
So we're going to go all the way down and get the base of Pea Gravel, okay?
Sounds good. I like the base.
Now, I could do a copy and paste build off of Jared's machine, and that would do great a lot of places. However, I believe he's around 85 inches width, and around my house and local trails, that wouldn't work out great. But did get me thinking what width I'd be happy with. Even in recent years, a lot of trails have now been widened to where 72-inch models or even 72 with a wider stance seem more common now. Most East Coast trips for me are the West Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee. For those that ride those trails, what do you consider an ideal width? So sound off in the comments. When you start talking about wheelbase and width, it's always a give and take somewhere, but maybe you have changed machines or went from a 2-seater to a 4-seater, or width-wise, maybe you've added a long travel kit and portals and either absolutely love the change or wish you could go back or somewhere in between. So if you ride these type of areas and you have a preferred width or wheelbase or something you've been really excited about changing and that extra 6 inches made all the difference, sound off in the comments for others debating this type of trail riding and what machine to get next. I'm going to show a clip of Carson trying to make it up Pea Gravel Hill in 2-wheel drive. You can tell how steep it is to an extent, but it is not even starting to get to the rough, rowdy section that this trail is known for. Now, if Pea Gravel is on your to-do list, I do recommend trying it on a dry day if you're going to do it. Now, yesterday it was raining, and Jared did try it in a couple of his machines, so I'll show a few clips of that to kind of get you a little bit of taste, but I don't have a full Pea Gravel video. Maybe down the road we'll do that one as well.
Hey man, you're 2-wheel drive.
There's no other way out of that but going forward. You need to go forward. You need to get on the other side of that rock when you go up there. Yeah, you back up, you turn.
Alright, well, I'm Austin Carnes. This is 2022 Pro R. Got ORB on the front and the back. Gives you 5 more inches on the back and take about 2 inches on the front. DFW ATV is the only ones I know of that actually make a step with it, so I like that a lot. Shock therapy springs, which are powder coated to match.
How's this live valve?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And that helps a lot.
Shock therapy worth it, you think?
It definitely is. It makes a good difference.
What about your arms and?
Yeah, ORB on the back. I like this little tug point. Got to help someone out, put a soft shackle on it.
Anything else clutching wise or tuning or anything?
No, all stock.
Cool. Do a few little things out the box.
Yep.
All right, we've just got done doing Widowmaker and Dragon's Back, so.
All right, I'm Carson Bradnoff, and I got 21 Honda Talon, 4-inch portals, 15% gear reduction.
Are they single or dual idler?
Single idler. I got the Texas Tough Custom 3-inch forward arms with 0 lift. We got Super ATV
Frame stiffener.
to help everything out. And then we got custom cage, custom bumpers from 911 Fab, tree kickers, light bar.
Now, where's 911 Fab from?
They're from Streetsboro, Ohio.
Okay.
Really good guy. And then the Super ATV front windshield. And then a Hess rear radiator. Got rid of the front one because it was too hot.
Now, did you notice much cab difference, temperature-wise?
Gosh, there's no cab difference. There's no cab heat
Okay.
at all. So wintertime, it's a little chillier. But summertime, there's no heat at all. And then I did a Craftwork turbo kit on it. There's the intercooler. And then we did a Craftwork exhaust on it, full exhaust.
You know about how much horsepower?
Was it 80? I think it's 80 added or something like that. We did the shocks on the sway bar, so then it flexes more, and then it actually, on the road, you don't get too much flip-floppy rolling.
So you get the flex in the rocks, but not the oversway that removing the sway bar does.
About the happiest of both worlds you can get. And then we did L&W arms on the back.
We had our friends, our families.
And then
3 hours.
These are Texas Stuff Customs. He custom made them for me. They're not the added 3 or 5 inches. They're close to stock.
So just a tad over.
Yes, tad over stock. They're high clearance. And then I had the shocks revalved, resprung, and we did it with HPE.
Now, is this live valve or non-live valve?
Non-live valve.
Okay.
Yep. So he revalved them, caps, springs, and adjust them for the weight of everything we have.
And did you do hydro?
Yes,
Or
forgot about that. We did
okay.
hydro steering on it. And that's from Texas Stuff Custom. That made a big world of difference.
I'm texting my mom.
And then,
Craftworks.
yep, and
Sounded pretty cool.
yes.
And then who did your? Is that 911
Yep,
too?
911 did the whole cage. Day one, I buy a brand new, took it straight to him.
That's the way to do it if you're going to use it.
If you're gonna beat on it and use it, that's how you do it.
That's where I want to go.
And then we did fans in here to help cool everything down. We have 4 of them. And it makes a big difference, especially if you have the stock radiator in the front. It keeps all the heat out. And then if it's real dusty, it keeps all the dust out too.
Nice. Well, appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, so we done Widowmaker and Dragon's Back today. He did it with this Talon. I'm gonna let him tell you his name and what he has done as far as a modification or something that might make a difference from a stock machine.
Hey, I'm Charlie Gershner from Kennesaw, Georgia. To start off, I did Jared with Texas Tough Customs front arm kit, upper ball joint delete, Portals,
Now, what portals are you running?
4-inch portal, 30% reduction.
All right. Single or dual?
Single. Torque locker, frame stiffener, Jackson Racing turbo kit, L&W bars, L&W radius rods.
Now, where's your intercooler at? Or do you have one?
It's right here behind this.
Okay.
If I pull that off, it'd be sitting right there.
So you didn't mount it like the other guy as far as out in the open?
No, it's back there.
And what about your rear arms?
Rear arms L&W. That's really about it.
IGR, tune, anything like that?
Nope. All the stock Jackson Racing tune.
And we're 35 Rockzillas, right?
35 Rockzilla stickies, 15-inch bead lock, 5.2 offset.
Yep, pretty cool combo.
Thank you.
All right, we got James here with Teo. The combination did Widowmakers and Dragons back with it. So what's the secret sauce to CF Moto?
Well, we got Demon axles. They've been upgraded. 33, 950, 18 tires. It has a Team MSC tune with a RNG big tire kit, clutch kit. Other than that, really, we upgraded.
Ain't the transmission also geared differently?
So the transmission is out of a 2025 U-Force 1000.
And what's
Volkswagen Golf GTI 91 model radiator, so the cooling system's been updated.
the secret? We're gonna give away the secret for how you do this on a CF Moto. You run 33s on all three corners, and you run 32s on this one. That's his radiator. It's a Volkswagen Golf, right?
Volkswagen Golf. Other than that, it started its life as a 2023 HO Sport. We caged it, tires, just run it.
Which he did want to run rock tires, just issue with getting the right rims and set up for the trip. So he ran what he had, and it worked. But that's Teo. Jarrett's Pioneer and Talon build videos are both in the description, so check that out if you're interested. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more shenanigans to come. And until the next adventure, hope you have a good one.